Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are breaking down one of the most confusing parts of evaluation and management coding, that is, medical decision making or MDM. If you ever felt overwhelmed by tables, categories, or CPT definitions, don't worry. By the end of this video, you will understand MDM in a simple and logical way. Let's start. Before that, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. We all know that appropriate level of E&M service is selected based on the level of MDM and the total time for E&M services performed on the date of the encounter. Right. Even though a visit includes history and exam, those do not determine the level anymore. The level is based on level of MDM or total time for E&M services. Okay. Today let's focus on MDM. So, what is MDM? MDM refers to the amount of work a provider performs during an E&M service. It simply means that how hard the provider had to think during the visit. So, there are four types of MDM. One is straightforward, second is low, third moderate, and fourth is high. So, these are the four types of medical decision making. To determine the level of visit, MDM is selected based on three components, that is, problems addressed, data reviewed, and risk of management. It means that to figure out the MDM level, we have to look at three things. First is problems addressed, second is data reviewed, and third is risk of management. You only need 2 out of 3 to match a level. Those levels are straightforward, low, moderate, or high. So, what does it mean when we say you only need 2 out of 3 to match a level? For example, if the problems addressed is straightforward, if the data reviewed is low, and if the risk of management is also low, then we will bill low MDM. Because these two things, that is data reviewed and risk of management, are low. Because here the two of them are both low. Therefore, we need 2 out of 3 to match a level. So, since the data reviewed and risk of management was low, we have to bill low MDM. So, like this, we have to use these three components to select the level of MDM. When I say level of MDM, it means straightforward, low, moderate, or high. Now let us see these three components, that is problems addressed, data reviewed, and risk of management. First, let us see how to check the level of MDM using the first component, that is problems addressed. The simplest way to understand each level is, for straightforward, there will be one simple problem. For example, cold, bug bite, or a mild rash. If the problem addressed has to be low, then the conditions would be a stable chronic condition, simple acute problem, for example, controlled diabetes, UTI, or strep throat. If the problem addressed has to be moderate, then a chronic condition that is worsening, or a problem with uncertain prognosis, or an acute illness with systemic symptoms should be there. For example, worsening asthma, new abdominal pain, or pneumonia. So, if the problem addressed has to be moderate, all these conditions should match. Next, if the problem addressed should be high, a problem that could threaten life or function. For example, chest pain, stroke symptoms, or suicidal ideation. So, all these things come under high problems. Okay. So, what do you mean by problems addressed? Problems addressed is the severity and complexity of the problems the provider is actually managing today. Okay. For example, if the patient is having chronic illness with exacerbation, like worsening asthma, then what would be the level of problems addressed? It would be moderate, because under moderate you can see there is chronic illness with exacerbation, that is a chronic condition which is worsening. So it is moderate level. The level of problem addressed will be moderate in this condition. Okay. Next, let us see how to determine MDM level for data reviewed. Okay. First, we checked problems addressed. Next is data reviewed. Data reviewed means how much information did the provider need to gather. This is about the work provider does with information. Okay. So in this data reviewed section, there are three categories. Okay. First, look at the left side. There are three categories. So category 1, tests, notes or independent historian. Count how many items the provider did. Whether he reviewed external notes, reviewed test results, ordered test, or used an independent historian, for example, parent or a caregiver of the patient. Okay. So here, if there are 3 items, it is moderate. If there are 2 items, it is limited or low. And if there is 0 to 1 item, it is minimal. I will explain this using the table for the data reviewed. Okay. Next, let us see category 2 in data reviewed, that is independent interpretation. The provider personally interprets a test which is done elsewhere. For example, looks at the X-ray themselves. Next is category 3 in data reviewed, that is discussion. The provider talks to another physician, another qualified healthcare professional. The provider talks to an appropriate source. So this counts only for moderate or high. Now let us look at this table to determine the MDM level for data reviewed element. Okay. So if the MDM has to be straightforward, then there should be 0 to 1 category 1 item, that is from this category 1. If the MDM level has to be low, then there should be 1 category 1 item, that is from category 1 section there should be 1 item. If the MDM level has to be moderate, then there should be 3 category 1 items, that is from category 1 there should be 3 items and there should be 1 item from category 2 or 1 item from category 3. Next, if the MDM level has to be high, then there should be 3 items from category 1, 1 item from category 2 or 1 item from category 3. So using this table, we can easily determine the MDM level for this data reviewed element. Okay, let us look at an example. For example, the provider orders CBC. So it is complete blood count test, right? It is one test. So if there is one category 1 item, that is ordered test, it is under category 1, right? So if there is one category 1 item, then our MDM is low for this data reviewed element. Okay. We'll see another example. If the provider orders CBC, CMP and reviews old cardiology note. So here you can see there are 3 items from category 1, that is order CBC, which is a test, order CMP, which is a test. So there are 2 tests and he is reviewing old cardiology note, that is also there. Reviewed external notes, right? So there are 3 category 1 items in this case. So our MDM level will be moderate. Okay. Another example. If the provider personally interprets an EKG, okay, then it is 1 item from category 2. You can see provider personally interprets a test done. Okay, so it is 1 item from category 2. Therefore, the MDM will be moderate. You can see there is 1 item from category 2 in moderate section. Therefore, the MDM will be moderate. Another example. If the provider orders CBC, CMP, reviews specialist note and personally interprets chest X-ray. So he is ordering CBC, CMP and reviews specialist note. So all these are under category 1. So there are 3 category 1 items in this case and he is personally interpreting chest x-ray. So personally interprets test done is in category 2. So from category 2 there is one item. So if there are 3 category 1 items and 1 category 2 item, then we will use high MDM. By looking at the table, you can easily determine. Make sure you make a note of this table and all this information. Okay. Next, let us see how to determine the level of MDM for risk of management. So, risk includes the patient's condition and the treatment decisions made today. So, if the risk of management has to be straightforward, there should be no prescription medications, no procedures. If the risk of management has to be low, there should be OTC medication and minor procedures. If the risk of management has to be moderate, there should be prescription drug management, decision for minor surgery with risk factors, acute illness with systemic symptoms. And if the risk of management should be high, there should be decision for hospitalization, drug therapy requiring intensive monitoring, severe exacerbations, for example, chest pain, sent to emergency room. So, putting it all together to determine the MDM level, we have to look at the problems, data, and risk, these 3 elements. And whichever level appears in at least 2 categories, that is your final MDM. Now, let us look at an example. Patient scenario: a 45-year-old patient presents with sore throat, fever, swollen tonsils, no difficulty breathing, no chronic conditions, and the clinician actions are orders a rapid step test, reviews last year's clinic note, prescribes amoxicillin if test is positive, and gives supportive care instructions. Now, for this case, we have to check the MDM. So, to determine the level of MDM, we have to check 3 elements, that is problem addressed, data reviewed, and risk of management. First, let us see problems addressed. So, here the problem is sore throat, fever, swollen tonsils, no difficulty breathing, and no chronic conditions. So, here the problem addressed is uncomplicated illness, that is a simple acute problem. So, it fits under low level. So, problems addressed, we got low. Write it down, problems addressed, low. Next, let us check the data review. So, data reviewed, the physician ordered one test, that is rapid step, and he reviewed last year's clinic note. Right. So, there are 2 category 1 items. Right. That is reviewed external note and ordered test. So, under category 1, you can see if there are 2 items, it is low. We need 3 items for moderate level. But if there are only 2 items from category 1, then we are using low data. So, write down data review low. Next, let us see the risk of management. So, the risk of management is amoxicillin if positive. So, the plan includes prescription drug management. So, if there is prescription drug management, then we are using moderate risk. So, write down risk of management moderate. Now, we got problem addressed low, data reviewed low, and risk of management is moderate. So, MDM level is determined by 2 of the 3 elements. So, final MDM is low. Okay, because here 2 elements are low, we are billing final MDM as low. Let's summarize. To check the level of MDM, we have to see 3 elements, that is problems, data, and risk. And we need 2 out of 3. If we understand these 3 things, you can easily determine the level of MDM for any E&M service. If this helps simplify MDM for you, make sure to review real cases and practice using the grid. The more examples you see, the more natural it becomes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.